Alright, so today's question of the day comes from TheSparigan and FS Soh, asking me about how do you deal with being away from your friends and family. So before I do begin, I want you to understand that I don't have a definitive solution to this. I don't have a definitive answer to this, okay? Because I want you to understand what I do on a practical sense and how I deal with it emotionally and mentally is a way that I can deal with it. What works for me may not work for you. Okay, but what I want to accomplish is I want to share with you, in my opinion, okay, my thoughts and my opinion that might help you have a starting understanding, a foundation that when you join the military, you're not, thrown into an empty space trying to figure it out. You have some kind of foundation that you can go by into starting to understand and starting to find your own way of how you can deal with it in a practical sense on a day-to-day basis, and how you can deal with it emotionally and mentally. So building that foundation, okay? So in a practical sense, what I personally do every once in a while, I do FaceTime with my parents, okay? But on a daily basis at 6 p.m. every single day, I call my grandmother, and at 9:30 p.m. every single day, I call my mother. So the best way, in my opinion, to deal with this is to have effective communication, have great communication, open communication. You might be thinking, well, calling your mom and dad or grandmother every single day, that seems a lot of work, right? Or that's something that I never have done. But I recommend you start doing. If you don't see your grandmother every day right now, right, call her every single day. Try that, right? Develop that habit today. Right? Having good, effective communication and being open. When I was a civilian, I wasn't very open with my parents. Okay, they didn't really know exactly what I was thinking. But now, I share with them in a very open sense, and our bond, in my opinion, has become stronger through this experience. Okay, so in terms of dealing with it mentally and emotionally, okay, if you haven't seen my 3 things I wish somebody had told me before I joined the military, a link to that in the description section below. My father explained it best to me. In that video, there's in depth, but in this video, I'm just going to briefly summarize it to say it's a natural process of growing. It's a natural process of growing. So what I want you to understand, keyword understand, that this is a natural part of human development, in my opinion. Right? So understand that as you are getting older, right, you are dependent right now, you need to become independent. Right? As you are becoming older, it's understand that there has to come a time when you have to leave your parents' house and experience different things. And then you can come back. You don't have to be in the military forever, right? It's only a temporary thing. I'm only in it for 5 years. I have a 5-year contract. So understanding that it's a short-term thing in a grand scheme of things. 5 years seems long, but in the short term of your whole life, it's a short period of time. So understand that this is a natural part, and this is going to strengthen my relationship with my friends and my family as long as I keep an effective communication. I keep the communication alive, and I make it open communication. I share with them my feelings, what I'm going through, right? Having very good communication is very essential, in my opinion. And to close out, right? I forgot exactly who said this to me, but I believe it was my father. And he said, when you are young, right? When you are 18 and below, your parents are your parents, right? But as you start to become older and much more mature, your parents are still your parents, but they slowly become your friends. So understanding that has given me the strength, okay? Understanding that this is a natural process of me from being dependent to becoming independent. The natural process of when I was younger, my parents were my parents, but as I become older, as I become much more mature, as I become much more independent, my parents are still my parents, but now, because our relationship has strengthened, they are slowly becoming my friends, right? So in that sense, that's how I view it. That's how I understand it. And, you know, some people are watching are veterans, and some people are, you know, children of veterans. If you have an opinion, if you have a way that you dealt with it from the other side, or if you were a military member, you know, feel free to share in the comment section down below. I would love to hear different people's opinion. And that's it, right? That's it. I hope this video helped. And it is a difficult process. It is a challenging process, right? Being away from your friends and family in a different place, different environment, all alone, right? So I hope this video gave you a foundation to understanding and trying to deal with it in a practical sense and an emotional and mental sense. All right, so thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great Navy day.